first I want to go over the new additions to the menus in Diamond Dynasty and how you can find certain logo aspects for your Diamond Dynasty club. So right here we're on the main screen. I've already imported my Salem Phantoms logo from last year that everybody seems to like. This is a custom design that was made by me and I've really grown to like it. So I will show you what I have for my uniforms, what to put in terms of your logo onto your uniforms. But first, you're going to have to download something from the Logo Vault. To do that, just go to Diamond Dynasty, which I'm on the main page right here. And under the Home section, there is a Customize tab. If you click on that, it's going to give you a bunch of details. And first, you're going to want to go to the Logo Vault. These are all the logos that the community has made since MLB 18. The most recent ones are going to show up here first. And you can search for whatever logo you want to add to your Diamond Dynasty squad. On PlayStation, it's going to be the square button. For Xbox, it's whatever your third base button is going to be, I would assume. So we're on the Vault search screen, and you can do two different options. There is the online ID and the name or keyword of the logo that you're searching for. So for this, I'm just going to search, what did I make last year? Let's go Grizzlies. I made a really cool Vancouver, Memphis Grizzlies logo. And then you'll come to a screen that looks like this with anything that matches the text of Grizzlies. To download a logo, just hit the X button and there will be a download option. You can save it to your console, and your console has 25 different save spots that you can utilize for later. Once you download it, you'll go back to the logo editor and import it in. I'll show you how to do that later. The other thing you can do, oh, it just backed all the way out. Let me go back to the Logo Vault here. Is search by creator. So if you're looking to search for something that I made, perhaps, just hit square again. If you're on PlayStation, go to online ID. The one thing I was unsure about this year is how they were going to differentiate between PlayStation and Xbox players. And I've already kind of noticed here, if you search by somebody here, up by their name on the actual logo itself is a PlayStation logo. And I think the other one's an Xbox logo, or it just kind of shows that they're on a different platform than PlayStation. So if I were to get an Xbox, for example, you could search Kasabe and it would kind of have a PlayStation icon or an Xbox icon, depending on what version I uploaded it on. So if you're doing crossplay, it should work just fine in terms of like switching back and forth between logos that you made on different consoles or anything really, even like roster vaults and stuff like that, once people start making those. But if you have a friend that's on Xbox, I think you're just able to search his normal gamer tag and it will come up with any results, just as long as it has the Xbox or PlayStation logo next to it. So as you can see, I've already made a couple logos this year, and it kept everything from previous years, including the downloads and rating, which is really cool. So a lot of the stuff that was really popular last year, like sponsor logos and some teams like college baseball and whatnot, you can find those right away because they were the most popular last year, and it still has those downloads from last year. To do that, just hit square again, go to sort, and then you'll sort by downloads. So right now it's going to sort my most popular downloads, which was the Mighty Ducks from last year. But in case you were looking for something that's relatively common, you can either type in that keyword or you can just search by the most downloads. Typically, they are the best of the bunch. All right, so now that you have your logo downloaded, go back to the Customize tab right here and select Logo Editor. I'm going to go through all of these before I do anything. So you have a bunch of different options for your team, or team logos, that is. Team main logo is going to be the one that shows up on the graphics packages in the game and the scoreboards. So these are not going to appear on any of your jerseys. It's just purely for the broadcast side of things. And then you also have designated home and away jerseys. So the home jersey is going to be what's on the chest of your jersey. Cap is going to be your baseball cap. Helmet is your batting helmet. And the home jacket is whatever the managers and the pitchers wear when the pitchers like get a base hit and they have to run the bases. You have those for both home and away. So you can see here I have 3 different Salem Phantoms logos that I've uploaded. And to import something in that you've downloaded, just hit the options button or the start button. and hit load, it's going to bring you to a screen that has all of the files that you've downloaded. Select the one that you want. So I'll just upload this patch that I did earlier. And it's going to put it on the screen based on wherever the person that created it left it. I will say there are a couple different canvas sizes depending on the logos that you're doing. So some of them are squares like this, and other ones are rectangles for like the jersey fronts. If anything looks kind of wonky in terms of like too big or too small, not centered, there are ways to handle that. I'll get to that in just a second. Well, let me do that again. Let me import my logo here. It's going to put it on the canvas. To save it, just hit the circle button. It'll ask if you want to save or discard your changes. Hit save if you want to save that to your uniforms. Now, if I tried importing the same logo onto the rectangle canvas, you're going to see that it's way too big for that. So, to resize a logo, just hit the down button on your D-pad or the arrow pad that you have on Xbox. To select all the layers, you'll see these check marks that appear on the screen as you do that. And then to move your logo around, use the left analog stick like so. To resize it, use the right analog stick by going up or down. And you can put it as the main logo, or you can put it up here as the patch logo. Again, just hit Save Changes, and you're all set to go. That's basically it for the logo designer in terms of a short little tutorial on how to get things to work right away. When you first load into Diamond Dynasty, it asks for your team information, which is basically just the name and the colors. You're going to see a lot of people this launch weekend who aren't wearing anything other than just plain colored jerseys. So this is a PSA for all of those players. If you happen to find this video later on Twitch or YouTube, there are ways to import logos onto your uniforms, and it's really quick and easy. I always enjoy having crisp, like good logos right from the get-go. The other thing I want to talk about that's new this year is jersey kits. So you might have seen in the feature premiere or come across it in some of the packs that you might have opened already, but MLB the Show added uniform packs that were already in the game if you were to play like franchise or play now. And you can collect those jerseys to put on your Diamond Dynasty team. It's not the logo editor, it's like the actual real thing that the game designers put into the game. And I'm super excited because, you know, you can still download the stuff from the logo vault if you can't afford to buy the jersey right away or you don't want to spend the stubs, that's okay. But if you want the crisp, like fresh, best looking option available, you can collect those. There's a lot of alternates for the MLB teams. You have a lot of the minor league baseball teams. So for example, the St. Paul Saints were just added as a minor league team under the Twins umbrella this year, and this is their first time in the game. You can now wear the Saints jerseys, which I think is really cool. So I will say I haven't had a chance to look over this right away, but if you go to Edit Uniforms, it's going to give you a new screen from last year where you can either use your custom ones, which you design yourself and kind of adjust all the stripes and numbers and colors and stuff like that, or you can select those jersey kits I mentioned earlier. There are no third alternate jersey options, but you can collect alternate jerseys to place as either one of these. I think for that you just hit the X button to check off which one you want, and then you'll be able to pick what jersey you have from there. That is how the new menu works. It's a lot more streamlined. You don't have to click as many buttons to get to the place that you want to go. You just go to the Customize tab and everything's right here.